Yo, what's happening? It's a motherfucking Fat Poppy Slim Poppy podcast back again with another episode. I'm here with Fat Pop, who is as you can see, clean shaved. I don't know if it's just because he was trying to impress someone. He was trying to impress someone at a job interview or something. Rocking the glasses.
No, like I've pretty much had the signature, like always had a mustache and like a little bit of a beard, like forever now. But for the first time, I can honestly say in my life, I was so tired and I was like, let me clean up my mustache, let me shave. For the first time in my life, I fucked up shaving my mustache.
That's always bad.
My shit was like a little Pierre, like just a little baby triangle.
Yeah.
And then I cut it off, and I still had the beard, and I was like, okay, this looks stupid. And I was like, maybe just this. But then that looks stupid, and I was like, oh, fuck it, let me just cut it all off.
Yeah.
And then I shaved my pubes.
Damn. Yeah, he fucked that one up too, so he had to shave it clean. But yeah, I mean it's not a bad look compared to before when you just kind of let that shit just grow out like you was Schoolboy Q or something, just not lined up or nothing.
Yeah, the beard was a little rough for a second.
Yeah.
Last time I shaved my face like this was literally like when I was living with you in the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of just figured that you was just kind of done rocking the baby face, but I guess you bringing it back for 2021.
I mean, I look young as fuck.
For real, you do look like at least a good 5 years younger.
Okay, so I'm 22 now. Great.
Mm-hmm. Like if you got rid of the tattoos, you'd probably be like, I don't know, like a teenager in a Medea movie. But yeah, man. I know y'all seeing the video right now, and Fat Pop is out and about. I actually thought he was working, but I guess he's going on vacation.
Not at all, but kind of.
Okay.
So not at all, but a little bit.
I mean,
we're
to
driving
me,
to go pick up my girl's sister, and she lives in Kansas, and we're in Texas, so we had to drive. We left at like 6:40 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3:00 here now, and I think we have about another hour and a half to go till we're there.
Wow. So your leg is asleep and your ass cheeks hurt, is what you're saying.
I would prefer if you never worried about those things. I just don't want to have a conversation with you about my legs being asleep or my ass hurting. It's just the shitty part is when you're on a drive like this, like, and you have the GPS going, you stop to get gas, and you're like, fuck, that's another 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's another 20 minutes. Okay, now we're hungry.
You got the baby with you, so you got to stop, make sure that the baby stretches his legs, change his diaper, all that shit.
I made sure not to bring my kid on a 10-hour drive.
Oh,
yeah.
You smart.
He's being watched for the next 2 days, but yeah. It's about a 9-hour drive. And we're going to get there, go to sleep, and I got to drive back. And then Sunday I get a day where I have to wake back up at 6 o'clock in the morning and start working.
Wow. Have you ever been to Kansas before?
Nigga, I left California like once in my life before moving here. So no, I haven't been anywhere.
Well, are you excited or are you nervous?
I don't care. I don't know.
Really?
The Kansas doesn't seem like the craziest place to me. I know I'm not going there.
As soon as I think of anything like South related, I immediately get nervous for racist shit.
It's Midwest.
Yeah, okay. And there's actually blacks in Kansas. Texas, there's a lot of cities that are called like nigga hate Texas. So I feel like that's the place I gotta worry for. But even the racist people still have like down south hospitality. Like I know they say that jokingly, but they'll really be like, open the door for you. Hello, sir. Look at you with their little racist look, and you're like, oh, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing well. God bless.
America, not you.
Nigga just close the door. Merc.
Taking all our jobs. What? Nothing.
My coworker was telling me he's black. He's from Chicago. He moved over here a couple of years ago. He's telling me he's like working on somebody's lawn, pause, before you think that refers to pubes. But he's working on somebody's lawn, and the guy's like, yeah, don't go too far back into the lawn. That's where we shoot guns. And then started laughing. And this nigga was doing his shit. He kind of went towards the back of the lawn. He was going to go all the way back there. And then he noticed that they had a noose hanging on the fucking tree. And then another time a person cussed him out and told him to get the fuck off the property, so he left. They called back, said that they were going to redo it or whatever. Ended up sending him back to that same location, and they left a noose out on their front porch.
Yeah.
So racist shit happens, but crazy part is everybody will act fine, but once a person puts up that noose up, nobody's really going to say nothing.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there was some shit that happened in Texas back when that whole George Floyd shit was popping off, and like there was a dude that like got hung like in front of some government building. So I was just like, not really fucking with the South, not really. I always wanted to like visit for the food, but I was always too nervous to go for racist shit, But I wonder if Kansas is like known for like any like food or anything like that.
They have their own style of barbecue.
Oh, okay.
They're known for like barbecue ribs.
See, that would make me excited. I'm surprised that you're not excited.
I know I'm not going out to eat.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Pretty much.
He said I can only get McDonald's and that's it, and the McDonald's is a luxury.
God, I'd eat a fucking napkin before I ate McDonald's on purpose.
Last time you had McDonald's, when was it?
Not too long ago.
I'm guessing it was a bad experience, and now you're like one of those people that just like got their first hangover, and they're like, I'll never drink again.
I just can't really recall too many experiences where I went to McDonald's and I said anything like positive. I just really don't like it.
Yeah, I get it.
I remember I used to like the French fries, and now I'm like, every time I have them, they taste like cardboard. I'm like, you guys are talking about
we was kids. Like our bar for like how good food's supposed to be is like really low. Because I remember being a kid, I would, get taken to McDonald's back when they had like little jungle gyms in the building. I would go order the food, wouldn't even get it when it's fresh. Like, I would be playing for like a good hour, come back, eat like a handful of cold fries and like watered down high C, and then go play for another hour. So,
And think that was the shit.
oh yeah. I mean, just
It's like, yo, what do you want? A steak or an old ass burger that's like 30% meat?
yeah, I remember one time I tried to be grown and I was like, yo, let me get the quarter pounder with cheese. That should look good. I'm like probably 6 years old. And my grandpa was like, fine, but you better finish it or else I ain't getting you that again. And I was like, yeah, I'll finish it. Didn't. Last time I had a fucking, a quarter pounder with cheese for a while. So I don't know about you, but I always had that issue of like wanting to order hella food and then not finishing it.
I had that problem when I first ordered a Big Mac. Yeah, I think I was 6 years old. I was like, everybody talks about this. It's what's on the commercials. I want that.
Yeah.
I'd get some. Yeah.
Yeah, and parents never let that shit die.
Over here, I passed by a adult movie store.
What did it say? Did it just say adult movies or?
Yeah, it
what?
said like adult movies, and then it said like Joe's adult movies, 3X's. Classic. It said there was something on the sign because they had it like a movie theater, like an old movie theater sign where it was saying like something with little lights around it, but I wasn't able to read it. I really wanted to know what the promotion was, but bit of a time crunch.
Maybe you can see if they deliver.
I mean, I always wanted to go to a store and buy something incredibly old that I could get for free online and in better quality, but in a worser format. So
yeah,
I was just thinking of it.
Yeah.
Wait, crazy thing. Now thinking of old shit. Do you think people collect porn? Like, I know people collect the magazines, but do you think they collect like old porno DVDs?
DVDs, that would be a niche one. Like,
or VHSs. They're like, oh, this is Janet Jackman's first anal scene.
yeah.
Fucking VHS. He's like, look at the sleeve. It's still fucking mint. See how that slides right out?
And then I have a second copy that's slightly used.
This one, you really got to work at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if people were collecting like Hustler magazines and Playboy magazines from back in the day, I'm sure someone's got to be collecting that. I think VHS is over DVDs though, because no one gave a shit about DVDs.
Yeah.
So those were the funniest.
Real.
Wait, the Girls Gone Wild, I feel like would be a collector's, item for sure. Just that whole volume of Girls Gone Wild, because those commercials were on every fucking night. That shit was like
11 o'clock till like 3 in the morning.
Didn't you say Grandma saw one of those commercials? I could have sworn you told me Grandma saw one of them commercials and was like, oh.
When I went through that. No. She must have seen it on her own time because, Grandma goes to sleep late or whatever. But I had a little dick pic mishaps when I was like 13 years old. And I ended up getting caught. Everybody talked to me about it. She talked to me about it. She's like, you don't want to end up on Girls or Boys Gone Wild. I was like, wow, that's the thing.
I mean,
from what I understand, that shit got shut down because they were videotaping like a girl that was underage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you collect Girls Gone Wild, you're fucking nasty.
You're canceled. Shit, I didn't even know that.
Canceled.
I thought it was just because no one gave a shit about DVDs anymore, and that shit just died out.
Yeah. I just think once the internet hit, you got like fucking infinite things of stuff. Like, what are you gonna be like? Oh yeah, I got this. It's never been converted to MP4.
Bro, I feel like that's a bag that's, just sitting there on the floor, because Pornhub could easily reboot that whole series and like have their own like HBO Max of old types of fucking reboots.
Yeah, they just like reboot Real Sex and fucking Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of...
Instead, they try to like, they make it a little different. Instead of like Real Sex, it's like really fucking.
Exactly.
And Taxi Cab Confessions is Uber Honesty.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I like that.
Fucking Uber Honesty is gross.
It sounds corny, but also, it's with the times.
Memorable. It's yeah. I remember I was on Craigslist looking for a place for me and my girl a couple of years ago. And this guy was saying, moving out, selling all this free shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then underneath, they're like, we have some extra stuff, 18 plus. And then there was another link, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I click on the link. This nigga was trying to sell a whole box of fucking pornography.
Oh,
I'm
wholesale.
Like, no. I don't want your used fucking like no. Like, what, are you gonna beat your dick and like gonna go grab the disc all nasty and put it back in its case and like no.
You could have been like the scene from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like, no, I don't want your giant box of porn. Don't want to watch School of Cock.
Nasty ass nigga is spinning it like it's a fucking basketball, but he's not using his finger either.
Yeah.
Just takes the disc.
I feel like you could easily run your own like Joe's Videos, adult movies and shit, like your own little store with toys and everything. I think you should do that.
What the fuck would I... Okay. You know what? Okay. If I find the capital, I'm going to open up my own adult store.
I'm just saying, man, from if anyone's like been listening to this podcast from like episode 1 to now, it just makes sense from you like buying all types of shit of like sex toys that you kept underneath your bed back when you was at your other spot. And then you also had what was it? You had that fake foot that you was trying to buy.
I wasn't trying to buy it. I was just showing it to you.
Oh, I thought you was trying to buy like a fake torso or like a fake foot or something on Amazon.
No,
I don't know. It makes sense.
Yeah, we went through on one of our episodes and we're fucking looking up adult toys on Amazon. And that's when I came across the foot, pussy, ankle combo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't feel like it's a stretch for me to throw that idea out. But,
Look, and one thing I'm going to say is if I'm opening up an adult store, I don't want you to say it's a stretch for anything. But...
that's the name of the store. It's a stretch. For anything. In small letters.
Now this is blossoming into an idea. Like, have you heard of wine tasting? Like,
yeah.
you come in between 12 and 3 o'clock. I have flavored lubricant tastings.
It makes sense, yes.
I'm just mixing up lubes until I like come up with the perfect fucking. I'm like, yo, let me take a little grape, let me take a little vodka, let me take a little red cherry, all this, and now this is a Cab Franc red wine flavored lubricant.
I feel like that would be like a challenge on the internet of people like, because you know how people, they want to do like little hacks and everything. Just you saying alcohol or vodka, like they probably would infuse alcohol with lube and then find out how fucked up they could get off of that shit.
It's like, yo, if your girl gets top with this, then it's the equivalent of taking a whole shot. Or if, you know, you put it in her butt, then I guess it's kind of like boofing a shot, which probably works better. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just thought of what it would be. I wouldn't be a bartender, and I would not be a lube salesman. I would be a lube tender.
You'd have to have a little vest too. Like how the old school bartenders used to have.
I mixed it up in a fleshlight.
Yeah, you have the little strainer tool that they put in front to strain it out. Yeah. Yeah, knowing Infamy, he would try to invest in this business too. So.
For real. This nigga said, haha, let me test out the equipment. Like your ass. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. It's a stretch, but
yeah. But
and in the back room, you know how they have like places where you can watch videos and be a complete nasty ass and like bust in the same room that 1,000 other niggas have busted in? Nope. I'm gonna do something a little cleaner. I'm just gonna have some ugly ass fat bitch in the back, and for $10 she'll spit in your face and kick you in the balls.
Yeah, sounds like a long day for her. Sounds like she'd need like a little cup of water. Just like I ran out of spit.
Like, you know, I don't have water here, but I can mix you up a concoction. Let me grab my fleshlight.
You know, speaking of which, I'm gonna take a drink of water too.
It's I made some cucumber water. Really? I didn't know you were really into that. Yeah, I just took some water from the toilet, added some cucumber lube and lemon lube, and here you go, cucumber water.
I heard that's just more hydrating.
So my tongue feels so slick. That's just fucking nasty. Sorry, we brought it to this place.
Yeah, I'm going to take the wheel real quick and do a hard left. Have you been listening to any music or watching any shows lately?
Yeah, over here at my household, we watch a thing on YouTube called Ordinary Sausage.
Okay.
Which is the greatest fucking channel out. It's very stupid, very vulgar, fucking hilarious. I learned about it from Penguin Zero. Big white guy, crazy handlebar mustache, and he has a voice like Peter Griffin.
Nice.
However, all he does is take a whole bunch of random shit and he'll grind it up and try to make it into a sausage, eat it, rate it between 1 to 5, and that's it. So he'll make like, last episode I saw was, I think like a crab leg sausage, where he just took crab legs, grinded it down, and fucking did that. He'll do like Popeye's chicken sandwich, the whole fucking chicken sandwich, throws into the meat grinder, grinds it down, and then tries to make something of it.
Now that you mention it, I think I seen one of his videos. I didn't watch the whole thing, but he tried to make a water sausage. Just fill up the little whatever you call that casing with water and then try to cook it?
Sausage. Yeah, it's because the YouTube comment suggestions, they've been getting on his head about doing a water sausage, and then at the beginning, he was talking mad shit that he would never do a sausage casing sausage.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally hounded him for months until he made a sausage casing sausage.
That's fucking gross.
And then also an air sausage, which was funny.
That one's interesting.
The air sausage was fucking hilarious because he cooked it, right, and it cooked a little bit, and he put it in the sausage bun, and he took a bite, and he throws it down. He's like, "Oh, it tastes like pig's breath." I was like, "Yeah, that's
okay." Yeah,
that's what we've been watching." And
sounds like you've
trying
been
to get a collab with.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh,
I was going to say that he's
trying to get.
I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna just let you go.
I believe that's what it's gonna say on the back wall of my porn shop.
These are genius ideas. I need to write this down.
God, that's fucking nasty.
This is R.I.P.
Getting it copyrighted right now. If anybody comes up with this fucking idea after us,
Man,
water stamp it. It's nasty. Yeah, he has a little friendly beef going on with a great cook on YouTube called Binging with Babish.
okay.
And he's been talking shit to him for like 2 months. And then Babish, he just made a from scratch recipe for biscuits and gravy that looks fucking amazing, down to him making his own breakfast sausage. But this nigga was like making a sausage. And need you mind ordinary sausage, calling out this nigga for like 3 months. And Babish is like, now I gotta make this breakfast sausage. If only there was, I don't know, a guy on YouTube maybe with a handlebar mustache and a voice like Peter Griffin who literally makes sausages out of everything, then, well, I guess there's nobody like that. Nope, there's nobody like that. It's like, oh, damn, the shade.
Look at you and like the beef that you be following. Just people
What's
that just be
hip-hop
cooking, beefing with each other.
Once the hip-hop beef dwindled out, and that nigga kept on just throwing little jabs throughout the whole video. He's like, look, and then you put it together and you make it into a little patty. You take your time with it. This is no ordinary sausage. It's like, oh, wow. It's like, this is better. This is better than the Biggie and Tupac beef.
Wow. And little do we know, Infamy's got his own beef that's hella like obscure that he's following of like, I don't know, two people on YouTube that talk about, I don't know, alkaline water or something.
Infamy has beef with coitus.
True.
It means it's sex. He has a beef with having sex.
I mean, he has his Eminem poster, so he's good.
Said I cut the mouth out of that motherfucker at 12 years old.
He told me it had to be the one with the bleached hair. That's how the real Slim Shady stands up. Oh, shit.
He said, what's on your sweater already? Like, ill.
Well, I think this is a good time to do playlist picks, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. A new project just dropped with Payroll, Giovanni, and Cardo Got Wings The album's called Another Day, Another Dollar. Just about every song on this project I fuck with. But let me pick a song at random. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with Every Day featuring Tamara Jewel. So that's just some dope, like almost West Coast sounding type shit. Even though he's from Detroit and Cardo's from Texas. Dope fucking
I did not
song.
know Cardo's from Texas.
I could have sworn he's from like
Cardo got wings.
Dallas or something.
Cardo has definitely been doing this shit for years now. That dude makes fucking amazing music.
For real. I'm gonna look that up right now, see where Cardo's from.
Yeah, watch. It's like, no, nigga, that nigga's from Oregon.
Yeah, it says here he was born in St. Paul, Minnesota. So I was off, but you know, for someone that sounds like he's from like California, like with the type of music he be producing, you know, I'm just kind of surprised that he's not from like LA or some shit. You know.
For real.
But yeah, that's my pick.
Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna stay on brand since we're talking about this shop that I'm gonna open up. You know, I'm just thinking about music that I would have playing there. By the way, one time I went to a sex shop and they were playing music off their Sonos off of Spotify, and they were playing MF Doom, R.I.P. a couple years back. And I'm like, dude, what playlist are you playing? They were playing a whole bunch of cool shit. And they're like, oh, this one's called Biscuits and Love Gravy. Or Biscuits and Sex Gravy.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Pretty fucking gross, but funny. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with a song that will be playing on the opening once I open up my doors. It's by a songbird named Kevin Gates and entitled Thinking with My Dick.
Very on brand.
In which he tells people she's not too pretty in the face, but she is super thick. I'm just thinking with my dick. My shit's dumb.
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say to lyrics like that.
God level content.
Yeah. Maybe put that on a playlist mixed in with like some Doja Cat. I don't know.
Shit, man. Hey, put that song on after Pussy Fairy, am I right?
Exactly. You know. But yeah, on that note, I think this is a good spot to end the episode. Want to thank you for actually making time to record, even though you're like on a mission right now, on a full voyage.
Yeah, I'm like cross-country journey.
Yeah. You guys could check the description. We got all the links for socials, playlists, all that shit. It's kind of sad that Infamy couldn't be here, but he's at least at work, you know, trying to holler at all the MILFs.
I'm not sure if he really is anymore.
I think he is. Well, the MILFs are talking to him, from what I understand. They're
Just
hollering
off
at
the
him.
pussy ratio, I just think he gets around vaginas and freezes up.
I mean, he gets he gets the initial, you know, talking to them, but he just doesn't know how to seal the deal.
I mean, like I said, one day we're going to have somebody on the podcast who has talked to Infamy and see what her point of view is.
Well, that'll never happen.
Oh, I'll make it happen.
I mean, there's a better chance that Infamy's mom will be on the podcast.
Mark my words.
Because his, you know, that's his prince, my little Latin prince.
Yeah. No, his mom will be on the podcast on the day that this girl comes. talks about how fucking bad it was.
No chica's good enough for my infamy. Mi corazón.
God. She's like, really? Because your corazon, as you call it, said that he didn't have to wear a condom, but he was just going to tie his shit in a knot. Yeah, that's about the end of that. Yeah, I don't want to.
All right, we're out of here. We'll talk to y'all later. We out of here.
All right, peace.